Now that's a good question.
Hello, everyone. I know it's been a couple weeks, but I am happy to be back with our Good Question series. And our question today comes from Kate. Kate asks, if we are on the moon, can we see the Earth? Now, that is a good question. There are only 12 human beings in the course of history that have ever set foot on the moon. They were 12 American astronauts that visited the lunar surface back in the late 60s and early 70s as part of the Apollo moon landing program. And these 12 human beings were, in fact, able to see the moon. Now, the very first time that human eyes ever saw the Earth from the vantage point of the moon were the astronauts aboard the Apollo 8 lunar mission. Now, these astronauts didn't actually land on the moon, they just orbited the moon, but they took a very famous picture. They took a picture of the Earth, and I think you can see that, rising above the lunar surface. And that picture became known as Earthrise. Bill Anders and Jim Lovell. Jim Lovell was the astronaut also on the Apollo 13 mission that you may be familiar with. They are credited with taking the actual photograph of the Earth from the moon. But what about the folks that landed on the moon? Yes, they were able to see the Earth as well. You see, the moon is only about a sixth the size and mass of planet Earth. And so if we look up in the night sky, we can see the moon very obviously. If we were on the moon looking at the Earth would be about 6 times bigger than how we normally see the moon. However, it is a good question, Kate, because the real answer depends on where on the moon you are. What am I talking about? Well, let me try and demonstrate. Let's imagine this is the Earth. It's a model of the Earth called the globe. And let's imagine this is the moon. And it's a ping pong ball. But generally speaking, the moon orbits around the Earth once every month. But here's the deal. Only one side of the moon ever faces the Earth. It's called the near side of the moon. All of our astronauts landed on the near side of the moon, and they could all see planet Earth. However, if a human were to land on the far side of the moon, the side of the moon that is not facing Earth, you would never see the Earth in the sky. So the reason that's a good question, Kate, is because it really depends on where on the moon you are. If you're on the near side of the moon, you'll always see the Earth in the sky. And it'll go through phases, just like we see phases of the moon each month. But if you were to land on the far side of the moon, you'd never see the Earth from your vantage point. So, Kate, that was a good question. So until next time, see you later.